giving you that run around more than back to school shopping for the little ones. It's the Flex Zone on WBGR, the only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it. The red light's on. It's go time in the man cave here. Another Monday night, another action-packed show for your viewing pleasure. Flex Zone back here again. You can call and talk to us 301-429-WBGR. Follow us, like us, comment, subscribe at the Flex Zone 1 on Facebook. Like the page. Follow us on Instagram at the Flex Zone 1. Follow us on
the Twitter
at the Flex Zone 1. Of course, subscribe, hit that bell, get all the notifications to that YouTube.
The first one.
The Flex Zone Podcast. All our videos updated weekly. All the inside, in between the zone, as well with Dre and Crevonte and all of the guests we have. Another action-packed show again here on the Flex Zone. If you want to be a guest, sit up here with the panel. Got any ideas, questions, comments, send that email to flexzone1@gmail.com. Got Flex Talk, talking a lot of hot topics in the world of sports. Of course, we're going to talk power with Brian H. Waters later on. Goofies of the Week with Crevonte. We know you can't wait for that. Of course, we got Colby Giacubeno, our guest tonight, talking about his Super 80 showcase in the local area. And, of course, last but not least, D, what is it?
Oh, yes, it's you, me, and SummerSlam.
With that being said, it's Cousin D. He's back with the whistle.
That's right, the whistle's back in the house. SummerSlam's here, Byron. You know, Monday Night Quill's going on right now. We'll keep you abreast of that. Yeah, it can be that sometimes. But, yes, we're going to promote the Twitters tonight. Check out the Flex Zone 1 on the Twitter and Dime29.
I'm going to go to Dre, the man of 1,000 nicknames, the author because he writes the best stories, the man handing out all the assists.
Oh.
He's always on time because he's got an Apple Watch. Long J Mountain, baby.
He got my guards!
Thank you, yes. Because I'm more phenomenal than AJ Styles. Yes, this is your boy, Drizzy
I got
Dre.
the shirt on,
This is your boy, Drizzy Dre, Mr. One and Only. Make sure that you follow me on IG, Black American Dream, Twitter, Andre 1A Melton, and of course, Facebook, Andre Melton. Crevonte here.
Last but not least,
Oh my God! Be disrespectful with my
he
cards
has
again.
his cards back, but he's in the clouds because his birthday week is here.
Oh yes.
It's not Goofy week. It's the birthday week for one of the patrons of the Flex Zone, Crevonte. So let us be the first to wish you a happy birthday.
Why are we clapping it up like we about to he's about to walk through the tunnel like?
Man, listen, I appreciate all of it. Crevonte Hurd here. At Crevonte Hurd, CREVONTEHURDE. Facebook, Twitter, and Crevonte_Hurd, Instagram. I know it's been a minute.
That's right. The gram.
Look, I'm letting you be great. It's your week. You let me be great on mine.
And
so
it's
I'm
also
letting you be
tax-free
great.
week, too.
Oh, hey D, what they got to do? Get those coupons,
That's
baby.
right. That's right, baby. Get every bargain you need to get. That's right.
Please don't spend no expense for me. Don't spend no expense with me.
Speaking of bargain, shout out to my boy Antoine Ross watching. Your boy Mello, Crevonte's boy Mello, officially signed his deal today. 1 year, $2.4 million. Talk about a bargain, D.
Say that.
He's going to
It
H-Town
might be damn as good.
with Travis Scott and all the crew.
It's good.
Are you guys happy it's official?
I mean,
A big WC?
happy?
it's not a WC, because
Official.
if he comes out, he's saying he's supposed to come on the bench.
What?
That's the rumor in the window.
What?
He got to start.
It's gonna be a rumor. Who's gonna start in front of him?
That is true.
Nobody.
Hit it, Keith.
Nobody.
They don't
This is
got no-
Goofy.
The Mr. Melton.
Well,
Hefty Melton.
Hey.
I think this move is a year too late. this should have happened last year.
I agree.
I mean, the move is good. Melo should have been there. So I mean, we'll see what happens. But I don't know. It's going to be tough taking out the Monstars in Golden State. But I think this is a good move for both parties, for Houston and for Melo.
So what's the end game here?
I think if anything, the Rockets actually took a step back.
I agree.
They lost a lot of. No, I'm not gonna say a lot, but they lost some key players that you really don't think about in the grand scheme of things. Melo's a big name, but he don't play up to his name anymore. I think all that good, the good Melo, we left that back in Denver, man. Like I'm not.
I say New York.
Early
New York.
Early
Early.
New York. But that dog that we want to see, that old Carmelo. This is Carmelo. He's not even Melo no more. We ain't seen that guy since early New York, but Denver. That's when That's when it was Carmelo. That was Melo.
I got one better. He's Mr. Lala.
Oh,
Mr. Lala.
I didn't.
I thought you.
I didn't do that. I didn't say that.
That's a low blow. But I thought you were going to say that.
Hey, look, Lala's more known, baby. She on TV more than Melo. I'm just saying, you know. I'm just saying. I mean,
just a low blow after low blow.
I thought I was bad. Wow.
That's power right there.
Oh my God.
Go throw the whistle yourself, baby.
Full of it.
Hey, look, he's on fire. He's on fire worse than JR, baby.
Oh, is that 3 in a row? Oh my God.
Go
And I think.
I mean,
this is goofy because look who's the coaches and we got Carmelo Anthony again.
Wait, no. What's
I
even
think-
more goofy is the fact that James Harden is there, so ain't no type of defense about to be played. You talking about losing Trevor Ariza, but I mean,
Well,
with
I mean,
Harden. I know. Look, Harden and Melo, CP3 gonna be out there frustrated.
bro,
He might be fussing a little bit.
it's similar to the situation at OKC. You can't have a dominant ball player and bring Carmelo Anthony. Somebody's gonna be unhappy. And now, not only is James Harden there, we got Chris Paul, another ball dominant player. But at least Chris Paul dishes it out. But then there's James Harden. James Harden just came up with an MVP season. You mean he's not gonna get as many touches as he did last year? Is that what you're telling me? Man, come on, man. This is goofy. This is all goofy. This is all goofy.
It won't be goofy because we'll get to see these Rockets go to LA and LeBron's home opener. And October 20th on ESPN.
Saturday night of all.
Oh my
all
gosh.
times.
Are you excited for that? Or are you more excited for the Christmas and MLK where you get the Warriors twice?
I want the Warriors, you know. I want the guy from Akron to do his thing, baby. Do my bidding. Guy from Akron. Do my bidding.
So the greatest basketball player
The guy from Akron.
of all time
Excuse me?
is on your team.
He's the
Our
guy from
team.
Akron.
And matter of fact, I should take away your Laker card.
You should.
You know.
I've
been a Laker long than you.
Do you have a yellow?
Wait a minute.
I wish.
Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you caught that. D said he's been a Laker fan longer than me.
Yes, I am.
If you look at D, yes, clearly he has been a Laker fan much longer than I have.
We figured that.
I mean,
Al Capitan
you-
goofy.
you
Yes,
ju-
we figured that.
You just point out the obvious.
But anyway, the guy from Akron's doing my bidding. He's not going to beat the Warriors this year in the playoff series. But if you could do it in the regular season, that works for me. That works for me.
So, Melo, does he get a ring?
Go ahead, D. Say it. Say the Vince McMahon.
No chance, and you know where.
That would be hell, ladies and
There you
gentlemen.
go.
Watching at home. Now,
There you go.
switching gears to NFL. We saw Chucky, or a.k.a. John Gruden, return back to Oakland as the Raiders had their first preseason game
AK return back to
against
ESPN
Coach Pencil and the Lions. But more importantly, we got Kelsey Martinez, first ever female Raiders assistant coach, will be doing that strength and conditioning. Another big move.
It is. And props to the Raiders. The Raiders are known over the years for making moves for minorities and women, so it's not surprising. The Raiders are always leaders in that.
I love it. It's open doors.
Yeah.
Open doors for more opportunities because there's a lot of women fanatics out there that love eat, sleep, drink football, and now there's an opportunity for them that jobs are going to be available on these NFL teams now. You know, and she's in strength.
Yeah.
This is impactful. This is huge.
Right.
It's really huge.
It is.
So any boost that comes to the Raiders, hey, she could take a little bit of credit for it.
The, black and silver in the NFL. What was it? The black and black and white and with the NBA. But I mean, you know, these teams out there making strides for women, opening doors, as you say. I mean, this is
Raiders also
phenomenal
had the first
news.
female GM, first black coach. So like
This is phenomenal news, and I mean, like you said, it's just going to open up more and more doors for women. And I mean, women actually watch football more so than men nowadays.
Hey, man,
I
I've
mean,
noticed, man.
they're a big fan base,
And I
love
love all of it.
because they know when I'm watching, you can't come through
Here we go.
unless you won't watch.
Here we go. Here we go.
That's right.
Here we go. Here we go.
I don't know what he was doing there.
Here we go. To the left.
What?
To the left. That's what
So
Let's chime in. What males do you make your man doing doing NFL Sunday.
Oh,
That's
God.
China Man.
No, because they're
China-
watching. Because they're watching.
Yeah, they're watching.
Ain't no food being made.
They're
Food being
watching.
ordered because they watching too.
Crevonte, they're watching and they're feeding too. Come on.
Hey, they
They're multitasking unlike us. We can't.
They're ordering. That's what they're doing because
That's
they're
it.
watching.
D,
They're
you
watching
usually
too.
watching the
Thank you.
game somewhere public,
him.
though.
I don't know what I don't know
D's
either.
usually watching the game somewhere public. Where in the world is D? So are you stopping that with the right lady?
Hey, with the right one, yes.
Oh,
I
boy.
stopped.
What?
Ladies,
Wow.
chime in. If
Call
you
the
want
hotline.
a date with D,
Call the hotline.
call in 301-429
That's right.
WBGR. He'll make you blow the whistle, baby.
What is this? What?
Right.
This is turning to the love connection apparently.
And it's good.
Yes,
And it's good.
raise that high.
The flex connection.
Now,
I'm not part of any
I'll
of
get
this.
back to the AFC West in a second as what our NFL preview series continues. But the NCAA actually maybe doing something right. Allowing players to possibly come back if they're not drafted. And it looks like it says players who stay 2 years can come back and get a full ride up to 10 years to finish and get their degree. And before we get to that, Araja puts the hand up. Angela, hey, what's up? She said, Crevonte, stop. And
That's right.
I can't help it.
No, you don't.
I
Stop.
think she gave you the hard eyes, D. I don't know. She may give you
Oh.
I don't know if that was or what, but
We'll call the hotline later.
all right.
Anyway,
But players can come back to school potentially. D, is this well overdue?
it is well overdue. It's about time the NCAA finally got to the 21st century, updated their rules, and had players come back. Man, it's nothing worse than a player that don't get drafted or go to the draft combine and then can't come back to school. That was always goofy to me.
I agree. I think the bottom line here is having these players come back and get their education.
Big time.
I think that's
Big
the
time.
biggest thing because like it's kind of petty to just like, all right, you leave my house. That's like a petty parent. Like you
can't
you want to leave your house, but not allow them to come back with when or if they fall on their face. Like allow them to come back. That you want to call that place home, be a home.
Right.
I think it's only right, and plus promoting education at the same time.
I mean,
About time NCAA going in some type of right direction.
And also possibly with the making players not go with the one and done rule, staying longer in college, like you said, promoting education, making sure that these brothers come back and get their degree, which is most important. A lot of them,
I agree.
stop propelling straight into the pros. Get your education, man.
And the NBA draft's the hardest one to make it into. It's only 60 spots. And that second, if you're drafted in the second round, it's only 1 year guaranteed. So it does make it tougher.
That is that dang. I didn't even think about it like
team
that.
option for the
Yeah,
second
it's
year,
tough.
so you don't have to pick it up.
It's definitely tough in the NBA, but see, this is another opportunity, another way to go. You don't have to. If I don't make it to the NBA, there's nothing else for me. Your scholarship will be still there for you. You can come back and finish your education
For free.
I mean,
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen.
that's still pretty big. That's still
but
pretty
the
big.
NCAA said that they're going to have I think it's a grant that they said that they're going to make sure that these players, that the funds will always be there for the players.
Right, because that was money. Let's always go back to money, right? Money was an issue. A lot of the schools weren't able to, fit the bill for them to come back to school for free. So I think this is still very much huge.
A lot of those players that maybe have left a year too early could help you out here. Maybe go back, come back.
And then they're giving, it's a 10-year stretch?
10 years.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
That's tight. 10
Wow.
years?
Wow, that's huge.
Man,
I wish
I would take
regular folks.
You know how many majors I would have? I would have so many majors. Be like, Dad, he can do everything. You right about
I
that?
sure can.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it. Finally, NCAA getting something right because
I
y'all
know.
real goofy
For a
within the
long
last
time.
2, 3, 4, 5 ever years.
How about to say,
Finally.
forever goofy.
Now, from the NCAA back to the NFL, football season is less than 24 days away.
That's right. It's,
Well,
it's
24
inching
days.
closer and closer, folks.
It's 24 days away.
Inching closer.
The great Kobe Bryant wore that number. for
That's
you
right.
Lakers
Yes,
fans.
he did.
Now, back to our division previews. We did the NFC West and AFC East last week, pretty much unanimous across the board. We both had the Patriots and the Rams, and I think that's pretty unanimous for most people out there. But this week we're going to switch it up a little bit. Go to the AFC West and NFC South. We just talked about the Raiders and their remarkable move, getting a woman's head coach in there. AFC West, you got Broncos, Raiders, LA Chargers, and my guy Flip. And the Kansas City Chiefs, Pat Mahomes. I'm going to start with you, D. Who do you think will win this division and represent this division in the playoffs?
I think it's a two-team race between Kansas City and I was about to say San Diego. And
It's okay.
and
It's
the
tough. It's tough.
And the LA Chargers. I think I'm gonna get the edge to Flip.
That's right.
I think Flip gonna flip the right
That's
way.
right. He is.
And beat Kansas City out by a game to make the playoffs.
I'm gonna go with the better quarterback in this division, which is
Derek Carr.
Are you serious?
I'm sorry, I gotta go with longevity here. I'm gonna go with Flip and the LA Chargers, man. This defense. I believe the defense is the best in the division.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go with the Broncos are good. Chiefs are good.
Broncos secondary not what it was. They still got Casey Hayward, and they got Derwin James in the Chargers, so they have a secondary.
And Aqib Talib is in
the Rams.
Is in the other LA.
But don't sleep on that Broncos.
I'm not sleeping on it, but I'm saying I think the Chargers have the best pass rush.
They do.
And as far as secondary, I mean, Kansas City lost a couple, Broncos lost a couple. I think the Chargers have the upper hand defensively, upper hand quarterback.
Yeah, Kansas City lost Marcus Peters.
Huge.
And Alex Smith. Because Patrick Mahomes is throwing it to everybody
from top to bottom. I think the Chargers are the best. Team to take the division, and they almost made it to the playoffs last year.
But don't the Raiders have the best coach?
There you go with your coach. There you go with your coach.
No, Dre,
believe that. I know the Raiders might be a last.
Do we get our first Raiders of the year from you? Can we get that?
The Raiders.
Now, are you believing?
Will not.
Okay, all right.
Win this division. It's going to. I want to say San Diego so bad, but the LA Chargers. The LA Chargers. I'm with everybody.
No, we need a coin.
Like you said, Crevonte, the best quarterback.
Well, D flips the coin. Y'all know who I'm riding with. Phillip Rivers and that great offense. You got Mike Williams from Clemson. You got Keenan Allen, who had a good bounce back year. Melvin Gordon. They have the Pouncey brother up front.
What are you, Two-Face?
Yeah.
He messed up the flips.
Now they're not going to win the division now. God dang it.
Thanks, D.
God dang it, D.
You just put down.
Hey, light on head. Take my win. Light it on head.
I actually do think this is the last chance for Phillip Rivers. He got to get that Super Bowl.
This is it. Yeah, this is it.
Got to be trying last year here. And like you said, Crevonte, he's a little long in the tooth. But I like this team. Bring back Antonio Gates,
He's a little long in the tooth, and he got a lot of kids.
Bring back Antonio Gates, please. Can we get him back?
Yeah, they should.
But anyway, we
agree
on
that. Back on a Walker?
They don't have a tight end. Their tight end got hurt, but whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
I still like the offense.
Yes, Derwin James, Casey Hayward, Bosa, Ingram. They're going to do well on that defense.
And man, y'all already know how I felt. I wanted Derwin James in DC.
We wanted him in Baltimore.
But him going to the Chargers, I mean, it does nothing but boost that secondary and the rest of the defense.
Now the NFC South last year got 3 teams in: Panthers, your Falcons, and your Dog, and the Saints with AK-41 and Drew Brees. Now this is a tough division. I don't think they get 3 teams in this year, but I'll start with Dre. Who do you like in this division?
Man, them Saints come marching in, man, and they got a vendetta to pick, especially because the way that they lost that playoff game.
I agree.
I mean, to be so close. I mean, in all honesty, they could have gone to the Super Bowl. That team is stacked.
Sure could have.
And with that extra motivation, I just got the Saints. I mean, you know how I feel about Cool Newton.
Oh boy.
And
I got something for him later.
And then your dog. I mean, you know, with his contract
goofiness
debacle. I mean,
I think
I think that is just the Saints. I think hands
Any
down.
other teams get in as a wild card or just one team?
If I had to pick one, I would probably pick the Falcons over the Panthers.
I don't think the Panthers will make the playoffs this year.
But I mean that and that's why I said if I had to pick one, I would probably say it's the Falcons. But I don't see the Panthers getting in either.
And definitely not the Bucks.
No, Crevonte.
Oh no, the Bucks.
I think
you talking about taking some steps back.
They won't have a quarterback.
As long as James Winston is going to continue to be goofy, so will the organization. That's what you get for firing Lovie Smith. So I'm still petty, but I don't care. That's still how I feel about that.
You should be.
I don't think the Panthers will make the playoffs. I think there will be 2 teams come out of this division, Saints and Falcons. Shout out to my dog, but
go ahead. You can do it. It's that time of year.
I'm going once again. Better quarterback, better team, slightly better defense. I mean, they got some young guns at corner for the Saints. Marshawn Lattimore, and like I said, I think they still got a sour taste in their mouth after last year. They have to. Like, they got to play that tape over and over and over again. Training camp, preseason.
And how much longer does Drew Brees and Sean Payton have together?
Probably about 2 years.
Exactly.
Probably two years max, for real. And I think just like Flip,
I give him 3.
You give him 3?
Give him 3.
I think just like Flip, that window is about shut. It's really closing. But I think the Saints have the best overall team in this division and the best quarterback. So I'm going to go with the Saints. But I think the Falcons also make the playoffs.
D?
I'm going to flip the tables on you. I don't think the Saints going to make the playoffs.
All right.
I think that loss might hurt him. Who's suspended the first couple games?
Mark Ingram was suspended about 4 games.
So you won't have the double tandem. That 4-game difference might be the difference. I think Atlanta got enough. Get in the playoffs.
Wait a minute. Can we check on that schedule?
Now, one team D, or do they get a second team?
I think it's just one. I think the Saints not going to make it. I think the Niners' schedule sets up a little more favorable.
I agree. Now, as Crevonte puts up the schedule, I think the Saints do make it. I think they would have beaten the Eagles last year in the NFC Championship, lost to Brady, but they would have gotten to the Super Bowl. But I do think, this is my bold prediction, the Bucs will have the worst record in the NFL.
Ooh.
I think they get a new quarterback after this year. Jameis is done. Much as I like him, he's done. They have the worst record. Falcons and Panthers, I don't really see any. I think both are about 8-8, 9-7. Cancel each other out. You get one team in.
He said the Falcons 9-7. Ouch.
I'm not 9-7. I think they 10-6.
I think they're gonna beat up on each other so much.
That's what I mean.
No.
That's what I think
no,
one
it
team
can happen.
gonna make it.
No.
And I think the Saints maybe win 10 games. It's gonna be tough.
I think the winner.
I mean, they won 11 last year.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
one of the division will have 10.
I was looking at the Falcons the first couple games.
They play at Philly, right? Opening night.
Yeah, opening night's gonna be tough. But at the opening night, I think they'll be all right.
Panthers, beat up game. Who knows? If they lose that game, they're in trouble because they play the Saints the very next game. Game 2 is important for the Falcons. If they lose to the Panthers, they might start 0-3. I'm just saying.
Crevonte's right.
I'm just saying.
Can't disagree. They had 10 days prepared.
You got one team. Crevonte, you got Falcons as a wild card. The Saints winning it. Dre, you got the Saints in there. I got the Saints in there as well. Well, we'll continue this next week. A couple more divisions left to do, and we're 24 days away from opening night.
24
we doing what, the
days.
NFC North and NFC South next week?
Yes.
I mean, we got the easiest one out the way last week. Everything else we got to think on. Like,
I agree.
had to actually put some work into this one, man, because I was going back and forth with the Saints and Falcons, but Drew Brees versus everybody else.
Drew Brees.
Carmelo, who you think's gonna win the AFC West, NFC South? Who you like in that division? Any wild cards as well? We're gonna take a quick break. As we go to break, we come back. Make sure you're following us, tuning in. After this break, we're gonna be keeping it moving with more great sports talk on the Flex Zone. Only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it. We'll be right back.
You, me, Summerslam.
What's good, everybody? You already know who it is. Drizzy Dre, Mr. One and Only, the man of 1,000 nicknames. And all I'm saying is go ahead and like our Facebook page, The Flex Zone. You see us every Monday at 10 p.m. on WBGR. So you might as well go ahead and hit that like button for me. Not asking for much. Hit that like button. You already know what it is.
Hey, this is Crevonte Hurd, the co-founder of The Flex Zone. Follow me on Instagram at Crevonte_Hurd. Follow The Flex Zone at The Flex Zone 1. Also, like our content, please leave comments. Trust me, you like what you hear. Hey, what's good, people? This is Crevonte Hurd at Crevonte Hurd, CREVONTEHURDE. Facebook, Twitter, Crevonte_Hurd on Instagram, and I'm with
your friendly neighborhood cousin D. And of course, you can check me out on the Twitter at DieSportingNet. And of course, Instagram, undercase DMARUSD.
And of course, check out WBGR Sports Network and check us out, The Flex Zone, from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Facebook Live.
Every Monday, so if it's the NBA playoffs, MLB playoffs, Monday Night Football, or...
Did you just say Monday nights? Look,
sweet! What is this? What is this? Get off me.
This is your boy Drizzy Dre, Mr. One and Only, the man of 1,000 nicknames.
Goofy nicknames.
Hey, look.
What do you want?
Look, I want them to tune in every Monday at 10 p.m. to see us live for all the debates that we have.
And goofiness.
And all the goofiness, too.
Because we are the only place that can do what, Crevonte?
Give you sports how you want it,
when you need it.
We're back live here on the Flex Zone, only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it. Joining us at the desk, Uncle Raj. What's going on?
What's going on, Byron? What's going on, baby? What's going on, fellas?
Uncle Rock. Uncle Rock.
Hey.
Wow.
It's the people's champion right here, baby. You know how we go. You know how it goes.
Now, you got everyday struggle up. Is that Monday
wait
Night
a
Raw?
minute. What is that?
Is that Monday Night Raw?
No, it's not
Give me
Monday
a better
Night
one.
Raw.
Every week struggle?
Hey, shut up.
Give me a better one than
Shut
that.
up.
Come on,
NyQuil.
man. There we go.
Now, Uncle Raj, quickly, your picks in the AFC West and NFC South. They won't forget about you.
The AFC West. I mean, I gotta rock with y'all, man. With Phillip. I mean, Flip. I mean, he hasn't made the playoffs in a while, but you know,
It's time.
I think it's his time.
That's right.
It's his time. And the NFC South. No, it's a tough one. I don't know. Come back to me with that.
We'll keep that in mind.
Come on, man.
But
Yeah,
joining
it's
us via phone, it's that time again. We go take a trip to Vegas. He's got the odds. You know what time it is. Ralph Esperanza, family of the Flex Zone. What's up, Ralph?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, what's going on, Ralph?
Nothing much, Ralph. A lot to get to, so I'm going to come to you first. Your initial thoughts on SummerSlam, any matches you're looking forward to, and throwing some odds while you're at it. Go for it.
I mean, I think the match of the evening, match of the night, and match on how we're going to talk about SummerSlam on next Monday has to be the Braun Strowman Kevin Owens match, because I think the winner of that match is going to use the belt or use the briefcase to determine who's going to be the next Universal Championship. I think the briefcase will be used. For me, you could give Kevin Owens at plus 220 to beat Braun Strowman, and I think they're going to give it to him just because I just don't see what's the purpose for Braun Strowman winning this match unless you're going to give him the belt right away at the end of this evening, which I don't think they will. I think, to me, Strowman doesn't really need a belt. He doesn't need the briefcase. The briefcase, to me, looks like an envelope in his hand. It's so big. I think if I was the suits to be, I would have Kevin Owens beating Braun Strowman. Again, he's 2-1 underdog to win that match. And then I think Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar match is going to be a beatdown. I'm probably going to put a prop out. Will there be blood in this match? Will someone have blood? I think it's just going to be a total beatdown because this will be the last time we'll probably see, hopefully, this last match. And I think Roman Reigns finally wins. He has the belt around his waist, around his shoulder for maybe a couple minutes, and then here comes Kevin Owens to backstab him. And I think Kevin Owens wins the belt at SummerSlam because I just think you have so many different options if Kevin Owens is your championship. Because now you can throw in Roman Reigns to try to get the belt back from him. You can throw in Seth Rollins in the mix. You can throw in Finn Balor in the mix with Kevin Owens. You have so many different options. And then you can also throw in Braun Strowman to try to get the belt back. You have so many options to lead with so many pay-per-views coming up before the next big one of a WrestleMania with Kevin Owens and the belt. I just think that match, the Money in the Bank contract match, is going to determine if I'm going to be happy after the SummerSlam, if I'm going to be sad at SummerSlam. I know I can't wait to see if Rhonda Rousey is going to win the belt. She should win the belt. I don't see the reason why Alexa Bliss will win it. Rhonda Rousey's -$6 favorite, and I think we all know it. They brought Rhonda Rousey into this WWE universe for a short term. We all know she wants to have babies. She's probably going to have her contract ends somewhere around WrestleMania. So give her the belt now so she can have it around her waist. The only thing that determines to me is I know that we're going to try to feud her with Natalya, but now the sad news that we all woke up to this morning, that could throw a big curve on that. So that will not shock me. Maybe they do have Alexa Bliss win this match, but I still think Ronda Rousey wins this just because of her short term into the WWE. And I wouldn't be shocked if she loses it with maybe Asuka or Charlotte or something at WrestleMania, and then she goes pop some kids out. So those are three matches I'm really excited for. I know everyone thinks Seth Rollins and Ziggler is going to be a good match. Seth Rollins is a huge favorite, -285. Dolph Ziggler is +205. But I like Dolph Ziggler in this one. I think Seth Rollins wins the belt at Hell in a Cell because I think that's when McIntyre backstabs Ziggler at Hell in a Cell, and I think that's how Seth Rollins gets the belt. So I look at Dolph Ziggler to win at SummerSlam, getting that plus money 2-1 underdog with the public betting all over Seth Rollins. But I think Rollins gets that IC belt at Hell in a Cell and not at SummerSlam. But those are matches I can't wait to watch. I think the AJ Styles Samoa Joe going to be a snooze fest. I think Styles wins this. I think Samoa Joe is not ready for that push to have a title. Excited for that one. Shinsuke Jeff Hardy, I'll probably hit the pause button and go make dinner, or maybe take the trash out for that match.
And Randy Orton's in it. I'd be interested. Randy Orton should get
I'm hoping Randy Orton doesn't come out. He's in the mix tomorrow, because that's going to really screw me, because we posted these odds up, so that means I'll have to repost them, because I'll have to put a refund on this match and add him instead of, and I don't feel like doing the extra work for that one. So I'm hoping Randy Orton's not included in this match, because I don't have to do extra work. But I just think those three matches that I mentioned at N1, the three ones, are going to determine if this SummerSlam is going to be elite, that we can maybe remember for a while, or it could be a dud, and maybe Brock Lesnar walks away with no belt, and we see a snooze fest with Roman Reigns finally getting in the crowd booing. So these three last matches that I projected, I think that's what's going to determine if we're going to be talking Monday about, wow, SummerSlam was really good, or wow, I should have watched preseason football instead.
So Ralph, I gotta ask you then, because you already talked about AJ Styles and Samoa Joe, but there's another match from SmackDown.
That can steal the show, baby.
Daniel Bryan and The Miz. You didn't mention that one. How come?
I think that feud is not going to, I think this feud is going to continue to go on. We all know Daniel Bryan's contract. It's still up in the air, so it doesn't matter who wins this one. I think The Miz is going to win that
Me
match.
too.
That's what I'm picking, just because I don't see. So if Daniel Bryan wins that match, that means the feud is pretty much over, and they need to stretch that feud out. The Miz has a new TV show. He's going to be it's the highlight of the universe right now. So I think The Miz wins this one, just because I think this feud needs to go on, and I need to find out how close is Daniel Bryan resigning, or if he's not going to resign. So if he's going to resign, if he's not, that's a big thing in how they're going to portray Daniel Bryan for the rest of his contract or in the rest of this feud. So right now, I like The Miz. You can get him at -130 over Daniel Bryan. I think The Miz wins it.
Now, you talking about Kevin Owens, Ralph, and we seen this in 2016. Kevin Owens got the big push. He got the title. I don't think we need to revisit 2 years later, man. I think Braun Strowman, I didn't think he should have won the Money in the Bank either, but since he won it, let him get the title, let his reign start, and let's go for
Hey, you know how I feel about my boy Kevin Owens.
I love Kevin Owens too, man. We seen this 2 years ago.
Yeah, we already seen this, and
He did, but that fall that he took off, you have to benefit him for that. I heard from multiple sources that he's the one that wanted to do that. They didn't want him to do it. He said he wanted to show back in the day when people were falling off top of the steel cages like there was no tomorrow, but you haven't seen that in a while. He wanted to do that, and I think they're gonna reward him. And I just think right now, if you really want to throw in a whole bunch of other wrestlers in the mix to try to get the belt, I think that's the strongest one. Because if you make Braun Strowman, then you really only have 1 or 2 guys that he can feud with. That'd be big guys. If you have Kevin Owens, he has multiple places that you can go in. If it's Strowman, then you really just have Roman Reigns, because Brock Lesnar is going to be in the UFC. What big guy that's going to try to steal the belt away from Braun Strowman? I just think there's so many options and so many storylines if you give it to Kevin Owens. I'm not saying he's going to be a champion for a long time. I'm just saying that you have so many different storylines that I think the universe wants to see besides Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns.
I think if you let Kevin Owens be Kevin Owens when he was Kevin Steen from ROH and have that type of run, I think it works better than when he had Jericho with him the first go around. And honestly, I remember I also said I thought that he should have won Money in the Bank and taken the contract to SmackDown, so that way he could get on Shane's nerves. I thought that would have been a better story.
Could you have a possibility that Strowman still wins Sunday, but Owens costs Reigns in some form or fashion within the next 2 nights, and then you have Owens Reigns beef separate, and then you have Braun Strowman maybe for the Drew McIntyre in the future eventually, or go from there?
You might want to look out for Paul Heyman. I think he's going to be a big issue as well. I think no matter who's going to be the next champion, if they strip it from Brock Lesnar, it would not be shocked if Paul Heyman is his new coach. But you also look at it from Vince McMahon's point of view. There's still rumors saying that Brock Lesnar still wants to have some kind of a contract with WWE, even when he is fighting at UFC. And just think of the marketing and the advertising that Vince McMahon can do if if Brock Lesnar has a WWE belt going into the UFC ring to fight Daniel Cormier.
Yeah,
I mean, that's just marketing genius right there. So it wouldn't shock me if that happened. I don't see it happening just because of the way it's happened in the past. But I mean, we're hearing so much about UFC and DC being mentioned on Raw and SmackDown and other pay-per-views. It would not shock me if we start seeing that way go.
All right, we're going to do rapid fire, Ralph and crew. We're going to run down the matches. Ralph says it's a snooze fest. I think it's going to be a good match. AJ Styles, Samoa Joe. What do you think?
I got Samoa Joe. I think Samoa Joe finally gets
Samoa Joe
since
by
the push.
disqualification, Dre.
AJ Styles wins the belt. I don't trust Samoa Joe. He has let me down time and time again, and I don't think he's going to rise to the occasion.
I think we all agree AJ's going to keep the belt, but Samoa Joe will win by disqualification.
We don't agree because I said Samoa Joe.
Dre wants Samoa Joe. Ralph doesn't think it's going to be a good match.
I think it's going to be a good match. I think AJ Styles wins this. The only way I would maybe pick Samoa Joe if maybe Monday was a draft night, because I still think the next WWE draft, I think AJ Styles is on Monday, not on Tuesday. So, but I'm going to pick AJ Styles on this one.
Alexa Bliss, Ronda Rousey. Do we want Rousey to get the belt?
It's time.
It's time
for Rousey to get the title.
Ralph already said
Rousey.
Yeah, Ronda.
Yeah, it's Ronda. Unless, again, the Natalia put a big probably curveball in what was happening in future shows and future pay-per-views. It would not shock me if they pulled a rug under us, because I know they were really, really hoping for a Ronda Rousey Natalia a feud after this one, and the waking up to the news again. I would not be shocked if they let Alexa Bliss win it and maybe try to do something else with Ronda Rousey.
We got the Women's Championship on the SmackDown side. Carmella, Charlotte's back, and Becky Lynch.
You know what I'm going to say? Mella is money. Book it.
Charlotte's going to win.
Charlotte and Becky interfere. Carmella sneaks out with the win.
Ralph?
I'm going Becky Lynch, and I'm hoping Carmella goes with Big Cass and them to what is it, the other wrestling show. I'm tired of Carmella. She's horrible in her ring. She can't wrestle. I mean, granted, she's hot. She bothers me. I'm hoping Becky Lynch wins this one, and I'm hoping maybe she changes her hair color. Maybe switch it up and maybe dye it blue and do something that way. I like Becky Lynch. She's a plus 150. I think Charlotte winning it here in a three-way match does nothing for her. She likes they like Charlotte winning belts when it's just one-on-one epic scenarios. This one doesn't remind me of a Charlotte epic win with Carmella being in there. I'm gonna say Becky Lynch wins this one.
Mella.
Go ahead, Dre. We got the Bludgeon Brothers. Do they continue that dominance against the New Day?
I'm tired of the Bludgeon Brothers with the belts.
The New Day do well in Brooklyn, so we can all say it. New Day rocks. New Day rocks.
Do they get it done?
New Day wins the title and become your five-time tag team champions of the world.
That's right. It is goofy time still, and they will be the 5-time champions, baby.
And booty-os for everybody, and pancakes.
I got pancakes at home.
Yeah, Crevonte, we know you want some booty-os.
You want some pancakes, don't you? Some flapjacks.
Not at all. Not at all, okay? Not at all.
Ralph, you say that too? New Day?
I think the Bludgeon Brothers win this one. I think the New Day win the belts at Hell in a Cell. I think 3 versus 2 at Hell in a Cell. I think that's how they're going to get their belts. I think Bludgeon Brothers win at SummerSlam, but New Day win at Hell in a Cell.
We got Raw side, the Leaders of World versus the B Team. Is this a big WC?
No. Actually, the WC's tonight. They moved it. Because Revival was part of the match, too.
So no one cares.
Just delete this whole thing.
Okay, delete.
First time since Great Khali Undertaker that's match been pulled and been played on the show before.
I don't have an opinion about this. So
who
go to
cares?
the next one.
Yeah, we need
Big WC. All right. We said Ziggler, Rollins. Ralph, you said Rollins, right?
You mean Ziggler?
No, he said the show off.
You mean Ziggy Job Michaels?
No
New name for him.
Hey, either way, I think Dolph Ziggler wins. He needs to win. And Seth Rollins has just been going down.
Can we see a Dean Ambrose sign on Sunday? Can we see a Dean Ambrose?
That's what I would think. Dean Ambrose would return, but
we'll see.
Bro?
I'm thinking Dolph Ziggler. I think if Seth Rollins wins, I think he wins in Hell in a Cell. just because I think that's when Drew McIntyre backstabs Dolph Ziggler, and that's how Seth Rollins gets his belt. So I think get Dolph Ziggler at 2-1 underdog on this one. Give me that against Seth Rollins. A lot of people are saying Dean Ambrose is going to show up at SummerSlam. Normally, when we see wrestlers that are coming off injuries, we see them on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook saying they're almost ready or they're working out and stuff like that. This is one of those injuries that we haven't heard a peep out of him. Not even, I mean, the crowd's mentioning him last week when Seth Rollins was looking for a tag team partner. The crowd wanted him, but that was pretty much. We haven't heard a peep. That's just telling me I just don't think he's ready for in-ring compact yet. I think we don't see him, but I still think Ziggler wins. But I think Seth Rollins again gets the belt at Hell in a Cell.
Well, we got Bobby Lashley versus Elias.
This beef has done no favors for Bobby Lashley. I'll tell you that. It has done no favors for him. Elias has ran circles right here performance-wise.
But I've got Bobby still winning.
Bobby will win.
Nah, I'm going to walk with Elias.
You'll be walking alone.
Yeah, you will, because Elias don't need to win at this point.
Ralph.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Walk with Elias, but here's another one that he needs I know his stint is with his guitar and his music, but he needs a total makeover. I think they're losing him. I think he's really good at a mic work besides his guitar. I think his wrestling skills are really good, but I think they're losing him with the same old scenario of his singing. But I say WWE wins this one, but they need to figure out what they're going to do with him, because right now it's not working.
Yeah.
Dre, you got on your Eat, Sleep, Conquer, Repeat shirt. Are you still holding out hope that Brock gets it done?
The Beast will win at SummerSlam.
Roger?
No, he will not, because he will finally lose the belt to Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns will reign supreme because Paul Heyman is going to help him.
Where's Sega on that?
Should I play devil's advocate here? Because I picked Roman the last couple times and won. So I'm going to pick Brock to win and then lose the title the next night on Raw, because his schedule will be on Raw the next night.
Okay. Ralph, you already gave a little bit about it.
Well, Lesnar's not supposed to be at Monday Night Raw. I think his contract ends at the pay-per-view, so I don't see him going at Raw. But again, I still think no matter this match right here can go either way. I think whoever wins this one loses to either Strowman or Kevin Owens. So I think they're gonna those two are gonna be the champion and close out the show. I think Roman Reigns, they're gonna continue to mess with his head and take away his belt in less than 5 minutes when he wins Brock Lesnar. But yeah, I'm still hoping, as a fan and as a guy that writes articles and as a fan that looks for the future on how he can post odds and stuff like that, I think Kevin Owens being the belt, it makes so much sense because you can have so many different storylines than the same old Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns storylines or of the same repeats we've seen. Give it to Kevin Owens and stir the pot a little so we can finally see some great wrestling storylines.
That's my boy.
Daniel Bryan and The Miz.
My other boy. Besides Kevin Owens, you know how I feel about the A-lister. He will win.
The Miz will win.
I agree, Rob. This needs to drag on for a while. So the Miz will win, and I think down the road we'll get a rematch.
Plus, the Miz is just too hot right now, man. Like, how do you go wrong with this guy? Like, he honestly, like you said, he should be WWE champion. I hope he is soon rather than later.
And Braun Strowman, Kevin Owens.
Ralph has had me change my mind. I'm going with my boy Kevin Owens.
Kevin's going to win. I heard this rumor too, so.
I heard it. I heard Owens supposed to get in the push. I'm going to go with my heart on this one. Strowman hopefully wins. I'm going with my heart.
Ralph, how can they keep up with you, brother?
You can find me on Twitter at VSI.Sports. You can also find me at DocSports.com. You can also find me. I'm one of the head odds makers over at MyBookie. Hopefully you guys saw my Halloween betting odds for the new Halloween movie coming out in October. Yes, you can bet on how many kills Michael Myers will have in the movie. And you can also, for all you wrestling fans, if you're looking for free stuff over at DocSports, you can text the word wrestling to 29022. We're handing out some free $60 worth of stuff over at DocSports.
We love free stuff. And Ralph, we'll talk to you after SummerSlam. But fellas, where will we be on Sunday?
Jimmy Seafood, baby!
And Dre is not impressed.
Who cares about what Dre thinks? Anyway, we'll be at Jimmy's.
What will you be eating?
Right.
I'll be eating that 24-ounce steak, baby.
Ooh, baby.
You know what's coming, baby.
You know what? I'm going to join you in that 24-hour steak, man.
Who cares? Anyway, I'll be at 24-hour steak, and I'll be at Jimmy Seafood. Come check us out, the Flex Zone. About what? 6 o'clock? 6 o'clock on Sunday.
Right.
Come through.
They'll be there at 3 o'clock.
That's
So
right. No, I got a game to do.
Yeah. But sadly, as we go to break, we gotta have a moment of silence for Jim Neidhart.
Neidhart.
Jim D. Anvil Neidhart.
Yes, the big rhino.
Natalia's dad. As we go to break on the Flex Zone, moment of silence.
What's good? Hey, this is Drizzy Dre, Mr. One and Only, the co-founder and executive producer for The Flex Zone. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Flex Zone, to catch us each and every week. All the craziness that you may have heard or you may not have heard. Go ahead to YouTube, subscribe, The Flex Zone, to catch us.
Hey guys, this is Crevonte Hurd here. I am the senior producer and co-founder of The Flex Zone. Follow me, Crevonte Hurd, at CREVONTEHURDE, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Crevonte_Hurd. I am the voice of reason on the show. I point out all goofiness when I see it, and trust me, there is a lot of it. Check us out.
Ain't that right? Come on, man.
Get out of here. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. The goofiness. There it goes.
Is he calling?
We run out of time.
Trying to call him.
Try him again.
We just have him on real quick to talk about his event and how they can keep up with it. Then we're going to go straight to Goofies.
Yeah,
Straight
we
to
run out of
Goofies.
time.
After we get off, and we're going to go straight to Goofies.
Ralph was super long.
Yeah.
Try it. Squeak.
Wait,
We're back live here on the Flex Zone. Please give me your sports how you
we're
want
about
it
to
when you
start
need
the
it.
What's going on, fellas?
Joining us now here on the hotline, Colby Giacubeno, doing a very, very big special event. Shout out to D for getting him on. Colby, what's up, man?
Guys, how we doing?
Good, man.
man.
Thanks for being patient with us. Pretty much, man, the floor is yours. The big Super 80 showcase coming up this weekend. Tell everybody out there what it is and how can they keep up with it.
Yeah, so, my idea behind this was, you always hear events going down in, Prince George's County and the D.C. area, and just don't hear about many events going on in the Baltimore area. And with the influx of talent, with me finally getting into this high school scene, I just thought it was only right to try to get, as much talent as I can under one roof, kind of try to bring the city together and watch all the young guys go at it. I just feel like there's a lot of high major talent in terms of Division I athletes in the area, and I was just trying to do my best to provide a stage for them to kind of showcase what they have.
Yeah, Kobe ain't trying to knock the 2019 class, man, but I'm looking forward to that 2020 game, man. There's a lot of young talent in that one.
Yeah, a ton there. I'm working on continuing to get confirmations, but we got guys like Ace Baldwin, point guard from St. Francis. He's getting interest from all the blue bloods of the college basketball world, like Kentucky, North Carolina, Kansas. Jordan Toll is the number one safety in football, actually, in the class of 2020. He's got offers from pretty much everywhere, including Alabama, for his ability on the football field, and he's just as good as a basketball player as well. And then not only that, but I'm trying to get some under the radar guys that I think have potential to beat Division II, Division III kids. Just to name a few, a kid named Jordan Richardson out of Parkville. So a smaller school, but he really improved this summer, and I think he'll be a guy that maybe catches some people's eyes. These are all for the 2020, and you got Cam Byers from Delaney, big kid, 6'6". He's got a few Division I offers as well. So you're right, man. There's definitely a ton of talent in the 2020 game, and the 2019 game shouldn't be. I'm trying to make it so every game is exciting, and I think another game to look out for is the incoming freshmen. There's a ton of talent in this upcoming freshman class, and I'm really excited to get them all on the floor and for people to see the future from 3-4 years from now. It's definitely going to be in good hands.
Well, Colby, how can they attend the event? Where is it being held? When? How can they follow it on social media? All that good stuff.
Yeah, so it's going to be happening this Saturday at Randallstown High School. So the game slots, the class of 2022 game is at 12. Class of 2021 game is at 2. Class of 2020 game is at 4. And the class of 2019 game is at 6. You can find all the information, all the announcements and whatnot on Twitter. That's really the only social media we've been active on, and that's at Super 80 Showcase. Or you can follow my personal page, which, you know, I'm here and there just kind of leaking out some more information. I'll be confirming and have the rosters and teams and all that by Wednesday or Thursday. And then my personal page is at Colby G Hoops. So, yeah, I mean, definitely come out. Admission's going to be $10. And, of course, it's open to the public. And I'm hoping to pack the gym. Randallstown has a pretty good-sized gym. So hopefully we can fill up those seats.
Well, we appreciate your time, Colby. We know you're busy running around getting those rosters. We got to get you back on for NBA season.
Yeah, for sure. No, whenever you guys need me, just let me know.
Thanks again, Colby.
Colby G.
And we'll be out there Saturday.
Yeah, man.
Awesome. Look forward to seeing you guys.
All right, man. Thanks again.
Cool.
Have a good one.
All right, Kobe. See you then.
You too.
And as Colby goes, the goofiness comes.
Oh, man.
We're going to go right into the Goofies of the Week. It's his birthday week. Blow out the candles. It's Crevonte's Goofies of the Week.
Wow, I like that. I like that intro, Byron. Appreciate it. Crevonte heard here, and these are the Goofies of the Week. Sponsored by the Flex Zone. Appreciate you guys for letting me get some stuff on my chest. Give me a little bit of time to do this. You guys helped me a lot because, as you guys know, I had to took a little vacation.
Well deserved.
Well deserved.
I actually just got back in town, so you guys helped me with this, with getting my list together. But as you guys know, we start from the least goofy to the most goofy. Green card, then the red card. This is more of a green and red week as opposed to last week. It was more so red than green. But I'm gonna start with this hit home. The Jets and the Redskins were in a huge brawl during the joint practice a couple days before preseason game. My issue with this is, what are y'all doing? Like, I'm lost. The Redskins and the Jets, across the NFL, there's been a lot of very, very goofy injuries going on for the in-game play. And y'all want to fight. You know how many ACLs and MCLs and PCLs and all that could have been torn because y'all want to be goofy? It was people at the bottom of the pile. Like, anybody could have got hurt and been done for the season. I mean, Darius Geis, we just lost him. He didn't even know he tore his ACL. We just lost him for the year. And now y'all out here fighting, being goofy? Like, I just don't. I don't get it. Y'all, everybody needs to do better. Todd Bowles and Jay Gruden was confused and baffled. They didn't know what was going on. They didn't know what.
That's how they look on Sundays, man.
I'm not even gonna defend that right now. But it's just you guys I absolutely have to do better. But I'm hearing that it was some going back and forth because the Redskins were killing the Jets in 1-on-1s. And then it actually spilled over to the 11-on-11s, and that's when it was actually off of I believe a Chris Thompson run. He ran out of bounds, and then they started brawling. I'm sure there's a lot of smack talking going on, but y'all know how that goes. Definitely agreeing. 2, moving on. Cam Newton.
Cool Newton.
And Jay say Cool Newton and Kelvin Benjamin. Now, I have to read this quote by Kelvin Benjamin because the beef. Backstory: Kelvin Benjamin obviously played for the Panthers. Now he plays for the Bills. And after he left the Panthers, he had some choice words for the organization and specifically Cam Newton. He said, I quote, "If you would have put me with any other quarterback, let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Any other accurate quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, Eli Manning, Big Ben, anybody. Quarterbacks with knowledge that know how to place a ball and give you a chance to catch the ball. It just felt like I wasn't in that position." Okay, so it seems as though he's completely blaming Cam Newton for his lack of success as a wide receiver. But D, you brought something up earlier. he was a little overweight.
Yes, he was, boy.
Hello.
I'm sure there were some things you could have done, Calvin Benjamin. And we're about to get into the goofy part of this. You were looking a little Jamarcus Russell-ish out there in them streets. I don't think you could have. I don't think you were doing everything you could have done to be a better wide receiver. Now, don't get me wrong. I agree with one portion of what you just said. I don't think Cam Newton is the best passer of the ball. I don't think he is. But for you to completely blame him for your lack of success is very, very goofy. And I have one stat, a little fun fact. With Calvin Benjamin and Cam Newton, both on the field, 18 and 21. Without, 21 and 3.
Oh.
I don't think Cam Newton's the problem here, brother. I'm just saying. And I'm the last person to defend Cam Newton because after this whole thing, Cam Newton's been throwing a lot of subtle shots on social media via Snapchat, Instagram, all the other stuff. But one thing I will say about Cam, he did go up to him in the warm-ups and before their game, their preseason game, the Panthers and the Bills. Now, he looked like it was in good faith.
That's the.
It looked like it was in good faith. But I'm gonna go red because Calvin Benjamin, you're quite goofy. So wait until I hate when people wait till their relationship is over to start talking smack about the other person. It sounds like some real hard feelings here.
I thought it was just funny when Cam was like to the. That's a veteran too.
And then then they just kind of shrugged their shoulders and walked away. I'm like, this is very goofy. This is stupid. Why are you even doing this? Panthers end up winning that game. Calvin Benjamin did score a touchdown, but
who cares?
But whatever, who cares?
WC.
Calvin Benjamin, sir, get over it. And the last one, I call him Mike Dan Goofy. He said this Carmelo Anthony will be a better fit with the Houston Rockets than in New York.
Oh boy.
It's all red here. It's all red because how? I now, don't get me wrong. I know as a coach and as a leader of a team, you have to have the utmost confidence in your team. And you need to say everything PC and keep it right. Keep it light. But for him to go into detail about, it's not the same situation. It's different circumstances. Yeah, it is. It's actually worse circumstances because you got a worse Carmelo Anthony than you did in New York, and you also got a worse team around him. And once again, there's still no defense being played. So I'm confused to how this is actually a better fit. I still think Carmelo Anthony needs to come off the bench, but we all know he won't. But looking at the roster, who's going to go in front of him? D'Antoni, that's up to you to figure out and for you to fall on your face. And somehow, some way, they still have aspirations to be a championship team? I don't think so. Not with Carmelo Anthony on the team. Heavens no. James Harden just came off an MVP season, and now he's looking like James Harden's going to take a step back? You goofy. That's what this looks like. You're goofy, and I can't wait to see this unfold. Mike Dan Goofy. I cannot wait.
Western Conference Finals.
Ugh, yuck. Anyway, the Washington Redskins.
Oh boy.
They're dead.
The New York Jets.
They stink.
Cam Newton.
Cool
Newton. Calvin Benjamin.
Tubby.
And Mike Dan Goofy.
Mike D'Antoni.
You guys are my goofies of the week. And Byron, as you know, there's a thin line between goofy and great. And y'all are on the wrong side of it. Do better.
Crevonte's Goofies of the Week, ladies and gentlemen. A birthday edition. Do you mind telling people how old you'll be this year?
I will be 28 on Friday.
Boo.
Great 28.
28 on Friday.
That's right. Hold it down for the 20-year-old, baby. We're holding on, baby.
Oh, young boy.
We ain't over the hill yet.
Do we got enough time for waters? I doubt.
Hey, one more thing. NFC South. The Falcons are going to go back.
Thank you, Hawk.
Falcons.
Got my back.
Well, this week we're actually going to go to rapid fire. Power's actually on a break, so we're going to do that next week. We'll talk
Yes,
power.
Brian is sleeping on Monday Night Raw.
Oh, boy.
Can't wake him
He's
up.
still on the porch. Porch light is on. But we'll talk power next
The
week.
whistle
Brian.
can't even wake him up.
2-week break for all you Power fans, but don't forget, we got you. We're going to go to rapid fire and get into that. And Dre.
And the Bible is closed.
I was gonna say The Undertaker.
Did Beyonce just
Dre,
perform?
I need you to hit one for me. It's been a long time. Can I get a roll tide?
God.
Now, Jalen Hurts, frustrated with the quarterback situation. Nick Saban should do what, y'all?
Be truthful, Nick.
Yeah,
true.
Jalen.
Nick,
No.
tell him sit his ass on the
Jalen, sit
bench.
down.
Just tell him what it is. Jalen Hurts.
He shouldn't have came
Rip
back.
the Band-Aid off.
He shouldn't have came back.
I agree.
Well,
I never believed Jalen
Crevonte,
Hurts.
this is for you. Will Urban Meyer be hot? Will he be fired?
Can I?
Will he be that September 1st, that first game?
Yeah, yes, he
Can
will.
I
Yes, he
rephrase
will.
the question?
Yes, he will.
Will DJ Durkin be at the Maryland Terrapins game against Texas?
We will talk about
on the
that.
same day.
We will talk about that next week, because that is a scandal
boy.
to the utmost.
And they got Billy
be-
Murphy involved too now? Oh, boy.
He'll be there. September 1st, he'll be there.
Urban Meyer will be suspended, but not fired.
Well, go ahead, D. Give a little Yankees back back.
Hey,
Go ahead.
done.
Go ahead.
The Yankees are done in the American League East title race.
Dre,
Goodbye.
they're going to still be a wild card. Don't worry.
belt, man?
Yeah, get
Get the belt. Get the
Yeah.
belt.
We don't
Come on.
have to
Get the
do
belt.
it.
Come on.
We don't have to do it. No, we don't. Help.
Yeah.
Oh, no. What's going on? Too much. What is going on? Oh, my gosh.
Oh, y'all need to get the damn belt. Shoot. Here y'all run. Shoot. We talking about my damn Yankees. We gonna win. We gonna win the World Series. We gonna win.
Get the hell off.
Nina Barber says hi, everyone. Hi, Nina.
Hey,
Hi.
hey, Miss Bowman, how you? That's his mom.
I wasn't a part of any of this. I just want y'all to know.
Can't wait to see you Saturday.
Should O.W. be the highest paid receiver in the NFL?
Yes.
Hell yes.
Yes.
Heavens
Yes.
no. Heavens
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Heavens no. Sorry.
Thank you for the backup. Should Hall of Fame attendees be required to attend the ceremony?
Yes.
After T.O., yeah.
Yes.
That was goofy,
Yes.
man.
He is good.
That was very goofy. Come on, come to the induction ceremony,
T.O. done
man.
messed up for everybody. Now they going.
Oh boy. And LeBron James, the most influential athlete ever after opening that school?
Top 10.
I say top.
Wow,
Top.
G.
I say,
Because you still got Jim Brown.
You know
still
D's a
got-
Russian judge.
No, you still got-
Muhammad Ali is in the
Robinson,
conversation.
Muhammad Ali. You still got a lot of guys.
Muhammad Ali,
But,
Jim
I mean-
Brown, LeBron. Those are
But I'm saying top 10?
he's a biased guy.
I'm saying like 6.
He's definitely top
That-
5.
Nah.
Top
You don't think
three.
top 5?
No.
Top 3.
No.
For all the work that LeBron James
But
does.
you got guys that lost their careers too. You gotta. We can't forget the past.
I mean, Colin
Nah.
Kaepernick has lost his. Yes, but LeBron James, the work that he's doing, come on now.
I
Top
agree
10
with
is
Dre.
is
I'm talking
top
about guy.
I say Ali,
You
Jim
need to
Brown,
go there.
LeBron.
Guys in the Negro League back in the day. You want to go there?
They didn't want to come to integrate. They were like, forget you.
Exactly.
I guess we're going to disagree with this one.
That future topic for later.
But no, if you want to put him in the top, I'm cool with it. I'm not gonna fully debate you.
Well, Aaron Rodgers, he's a goofy. Talking
Hey,
about
hey,
fans
hey,
that
hey,
control Trump. And he lash out at
Hey.
you. We need to lash out at you.
No.
Dating all these celebrities.
No.
You need to do the
Hey,
damn football
shut
and win a playoff
That'd be
game.
great.
You ain't done
Aaron
that
Rodgers
Super
be
Bowl
great.
in over 20 years.
Aaron
You don't
Rodgers-
think y'all got those receivers?
Sit down.
Goofy.
You leave
Aaron
it.
Rodgers be
Look,
good.
What celebrity is it this week, huh?
If you can't catch the ball from the great Duck Dodgers, you deserve to sit on the bench.
Tell him stop dating so many celebrities and get in the line with his receivers.
He is in the line with him.
I'd yell at them young boys too.
I'm going to yell at you because you don't know how to pick the right celebrity.
And you need to stop it.
That's goofy.
Stop it.
Byron.
Stop it.
Will Andrew Luck come back off the injury and live up to the hype? Yes,
Yes.
I think he will.
Yes.
I hope so.
No,
I
yeah.
hope so. I
Yeah.
hope so.
No, you see how
I
he
hope
looks
so.
though now? What
I
is
hope
that
so.
look?
He looks like, what do he look like, B?
Like one of them
Nope.
stars that
He looks
We're not doing
lost.
this.
that
We're
you
not
see
doing
on
this.
Showtime.
Oh,
but
We're not doing
late
this.
at night. But yeah, no.
We gotta get ready.
That's it. That's
Well,
it.
LeBron's the odds-on favorite to win MVP. I think he will.
No, he won't.
I don't think he will.
I don't think he will.
Dre?
I think this
I
is.
think he does.
This is.
I
the-
don't see anybody.
Let's start the decline.
I'm gonna go with my boy Greek the Freak, baby.
Did we say this last year?
Leonard,
Hey,
thanks
yeah,
Spurs
that's
fans. Who cares?
Who's
Kawhi
that?
Leonard, thanks to Spurs fans.
I think it's too
He
late.
still has his
I'm
fault.
surprised that he said
He
anything.
needs to do it.
Hey, I'm sorry.
I think it's too late.
Whether it's in writing or in actual speech, I'm surprised.
He's like the what's it? Scarface on Batman with the train little question.
No,
talking
boy.
for him.
Wow.
Will Saquon Barkley be better than Ezekiel Elliott? Hell no.
Yes.
Hell
Yes.
no. Because the Ohio State, that man ran over Roll Tide. He ran over Michigan State. He ran over the Giants. He ran over that girl at the parade. I mean, he did.
Come back to us in about 2 years. Come back
That's
to us.
tough.
Come back
That's
to us
tough.
in 2 years.
Saquon will be better than Zeke.
Ezekiel Elliott is
That's
the
tough.
best running back in football.
Yeah, come back
But
to
I
us
think
in 2 years.
Zeke had the luxury of having the best offensive line at the time. So
Zeke, keep feeding them. And Dre, who will you be joined with this week on In Between the Zone?
Y'all too.
Yeah, we're going.
Make sure y'all tune in Friday. It's definitely going to be some goofiness and a lot of laughs.
Right.
Friday, 7 p.m. Facebook, The Flex Zone 1. Follow us, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Show's over. Show is executively produced by Andre Melton. Senior producers Crevonte Hurd, Uncle Raj, AJ on the social media tip, and the belt with a little Yankee Spanky.
Spanky.
He's goofy.
D, go ahead and blow the whistle one time.
No, we don't have
SummerSlam. Join the Flex Zone Sunday at Jimmy's if you want to come out. Party with the Flex Zone. We'll be in the
Crevonte
building.
gonna be there too.
See that steak? And until next week, as we talk about Maryland, recap SummerSlam, and we got more Goofies of the week, and we talk power. We ain't forget about you.
That's right.
We gone. Peace. Stop yelling at those Hey, man,
put the belt away.
I'm